Is there anything that gets the juices flowing like a rivalry game? And our matchup is bitter. It has barbs and shots thrown on and off the field over the years. Welcome to Commonwealth Stadium in Lexington, Kentucky, home of the Wildcats. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Vanderbilt Commodores, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Kentucky Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Kentucky about to kick off to get things underway. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So Vanderbilt's offense comes onto the field first today. And the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive in games like this, guys, and it's crucial to get your emotions under control.
No doubt. In rivalry games, you've got to limit the mental errors, and you've got to limit the penalties, because those will kill you, Pop.
And you got to come out under control. It means so much. We know that. The fans are all talking about it, but it's just football.
That's a kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
That is a statement play right away. You're playing on the road. The stadium's loud and noisy. You want to quiet him down, run the football down the defense's throat.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. The give from the gun. Breaks into the open. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. And the Commodores are facing 3rd and inches. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on them.
Makes the catch. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning Turkey Bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollack off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollack cut blocked, maybe even double-team high load, chop blocked on every single play early.
Which is illegal, you bum. That's fine. That's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would have just roughed the passer over and over, taking the 15-yard penalty. That's what's fun about this, Reese. It's petty. It's sometimes it crosses the line of dirty, but that's why rivalries are so fun.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Finds his big tight end. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. The Commodores will snap it on 1st and 10. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Motion from the wideout. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Won't back down from anyone. Delivers the blow and gets it to the 29.
On defense, when they line up with numbers and they line up on your side, you're like, you're ready, it's coming right here. And then all of a sudden they mix in counters and they pull 1 or 2 guys and go back the other direction. That's a really good job by the offense keeping the defense on their heels.
Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22. Long drive here. Play number. Turning it on. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked. Good run and a first down. And the Commodores kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. The give to the tailback. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Back to pass. Caught in the backfield, it's Williams. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all want to get the ball in the hands of playmakers, and they did, but this time the defense up to the challenge.
And when you slide that running back out of the backfield, like I'm thinking pass. I got to be locked in, and I got to see him, and the linebackers have to see him and understand when the quarterback throws him the football. I got to break on it, and everybody's got to corral him because he's so dangerous after the catch.
It is good. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Kentucky Wildcats offense has its first opportunity of the day. Guys, if you listen closely, I think you can hear the jawing going already between this quarterback and wide receiver. What a matchup, Jesse, it's going to be between those two.
You know, so many people have already been talking about this individual one-on-one matchup, David, and it's going to be happening out on an island all game long. The receiver's got speed, he's got game-breaking ability, catching the football, can climb the ladder. He's going up against one of the best shutdown corners in the game. I cannot wait to watch this.
Yeah, and he's got the speed to stay with him and the instincts, and he's been so great out wide in every game. This is a huge test. This is a Sunday test. Two NFL guys going at it to see who's going to take home the prize.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Wants to go up top. Going for the big play. Makes the grab at the 10. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top. That's it for the period, and it's Vanderbilt holding the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line.
Trick 9B. Trick 9B. Ready, go.
Trying to barge their way in. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3.
And this defense has given up some yards, getting all the way down here to first and goal, but great job on first and goal. Getting the tackle for a loss and not guaranteeing a pass.
Tight end trying to get in. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. They'll start this drive with a chance to regain the lead, down 7-3. Looking to scramble. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. Intercepted. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football. Bunch formation for these receivers. Out of the gun, the inside give. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Finds a tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. The Wildcats are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Now the play fake. Finds his big tight end. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. Kentucky back at it with a fresh set of downs. Handoff from the gun.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Catch in the middle, it's Allen. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
Got his man. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. This Kentucky offense really moving the ball quickly. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Makes the catch. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
It's a really nice job of the offense mixing it up on this drive. We've seen some nice plays throwing it. How about that one running it too? Great push up front.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Wildcats. Ready to try the point after. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He just about popped that one for a long one, but as it is, he gives his team a lot of momentum with a solid return. Here's the handoff. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. Oh, there's an alley to the left. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Vanderbilt.
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that. And he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners when he kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. They took their time out of the gate, but now starting to try to take control of this game on offense here in the second quarter, Jesse.
Yeah, and they're playing good complementary football up to this point, but this is a huge opportunity, David, for them to really create some momentum.
Well, and the defense did such a good job keeping them in the game early. Now, holding down their end. Now get the offense rolling, put up some points on the scoreboard, and then you can really get dangerous in this ballgame.
Gets it out to about the 35-yard line. That's where they'll mark him out of bounds, and this offense trying to put something together. And the Wildcats come to the line needing just inches for the first down. Tries to slither forward on the sneak. And the defense carries the day. They win at the line of scrimmage, and they stuff him on 3rd and inches. Kentucky sends out the punting unit. They bring the punter onto the field now. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. They'll start this drive going to the air. And this one drops incomplete, but I think the defense jumped offside.
Offside, defense.
That's just a mental error. On defense, you got to watch the ball. I understand the quarterback shouting and he's clapping and there's all this crowd noise, but you just got to hone in, watch the football before you come out of your stance.
Defense a little too eager on that last one, and now it's 1st and 5. He'll set up to throw. Gets it out fast. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Wants to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab down the middle. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down. The Commodores are in the hurry-up. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. And they pick up just a few on that completion. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking. Wants to keep it in the air. Quick strike complete. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this 3rd down play. Under fire. He makes the grab. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down. Looking to throw on first down. Got his man quickly. There he goes. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. And the Commodores come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Quickly complete. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. That last completion sets him up on second down. Looking to fire. It's complete on the right side. Good throwing catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This offense can get a jolt of momentum headed to the locker room if they can take the lead here. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line and no farther. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. And he'll be stuck. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Trying to find the end zone. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Vandy.
Man, that was beautiful clock management. Great job by this offense, sustaining the drive, not getting too much in a panic, and finishing the drive with a touchdown with not a lot of time on the clock.
Let's see what he can do with the return. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And with time running out here in the first half, this offense will choose to take a knee. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. And now to try to put things in motion on second and long from the 15. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And the running game has been going in the wrong direction. They'll try to get their first positive play of the drive here on third down. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. They start this third quarter, one-possession game, and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain, so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Grabbed in the middle. It's Cole. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stopped him just a bit short. And the Wildcats come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. He didn't get it. Not only that, he lost yardage. The punt team makes its way onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. Complete to the left. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Last completion moves the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Makes the grab. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. From the gun, running back gets the give. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Working that left side now. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. The Commodores are on the move. They're going to run it. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. This drive facing a little adversity on 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Finds his tight end. Oh, he's got some space. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. And the Commodores come to the line with a new set of downs. They get him down, tough run, picks up 4. They'll mark it at the 19. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll run it to the right. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Here they come facing 3rd and long from the 20.
Now, how about that defense in the backfield? Nowhere to go right away. You can tell they were playing the run game all the way, and they got in the backfield and got the tackle for loss.
The Commodores didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success on that play. Really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting it to the ground.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Complete. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. And the Commodores had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. And they just tried to slam it in from the doorstep, but they went nowhere, and it'll be marked down at the 1. They'll try it again from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Well, guys, Vanderbilt has the lead here as the quarter comes to a close. They've built a cushion. They've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the 3rd quarter stats. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Tries again to get it in. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
And, man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the 4th quarter, everything going in their direction.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Lynch. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Wide open downfield. Moves it out to the 34-yard line. A nice 15-yard gain on that they've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Got it in the middle. It's Cole. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the 1st. The Wildcats can really attack on this 2nd and short. Jukes his way for more. At midfield, he's got room. Flying down the left side. The 10. Touchdown, Kentucky. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. You're not going to keep the lid on this guy forever. Sooner or later, he's going to get loose.
He is. He's a bad mother. Shut your mouth. I mean, this dude can make plays. That's why you keep feeding it to him, because at some point, he's going to break it loose and make a huge play.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. First play of the drive, wants to throw. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Snagged out of the air. Breaks into the open. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down.
And that was a nice throw by the QB. When you see that drag route coming across the field, how about putting the ball right on his numbers? Not high, not low, where he has to stop his momentum. Right on the numbers where he can catch it, keep running, and chew up some yards after the catch.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
And he's able to shed 1 tackle, but still just a very short gain.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule, and it makes those 3rd downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective, trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
The Commodores look to keep this drive humming. Looking downfield on 1st down. It's complete. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. This offense could not have executed in this situation any better, just draining some time off the clock. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. And the Commodores pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
I know you took a loss on 1st down there trying to run the football, but you've got the lead. You've got to continue to run the football. And this is a big challenge now for your offensive line. Those guys up front, you've got to find a way against the defense that knows you're going to do it.
Got some work to do on 2nd down after that last one. They need 13. Back to pass. Firing to the right, complete. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The Commodores line it up with a 1st and goal. The snap sets up to throw. Looking to get it in. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to go up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on 1st down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Marches ahead. He's not going to get there, and this defense really needed a stop like that. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They already have the lead, but they will go for the knockout punch here in the 4th quarter on 4th and goal. Looking for the score. Touchdown Doors. The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive.
I I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, punt it away, count on your defense. Not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Makes the grab. It's Allen. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark.
Well, one thing you got to say about this guy is he's very, very poised. He knew he had that defender bearing down on him. He got hit right as he threw it. Still, though, it didn't affect his accuracy. Nice job getting that completion.
A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
Catch in the middle. It's Allen. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. The Wildcats can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Just keep slinging it. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Grabbed over the middle. It's Allen. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Looking to throw on first down. Got a man. It's Allen. Got room at the 35. Out of bounds at the 24-yard line after the huge pickup.
Hey, you know, the defense here in this situation with a huge lead, they've got to anticipate that this offense is going to be trying to throw the ball to the sideline, so they've got to work different coverages to try to force the quarterback to go over the middle of the field with the football.
They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. To the air on first down. It's complete to the right. And he'll run into the end zone. Touchdown, Kentucky.
Well, the good news is you scored a touchdown. You made this a one-possession game. The bad news is you got to get the ball back. So if you're the head coach, you got to start thinking, how are we going to do that? Are we going onside kick, or do we trust our defense to give it back to the O?
Just under a minute and a half to play, and to have a shot, you got to believe they have to recover this onside kick. The quarterback takes a snap and takes a knee. No matter how much college football changes, realignment, all of that kind of stuff, rivalries are consistent, and winning rivalry games, well, that's just the best.
Because they hate each other so much. So you take the field against your rival. You're able to put forth a performance like that. That is worth its weight in gold, David. Unbelievable effort here by the winning team, and bragging rights now for a while.
Bragging rights for a while. It's a fun thing to be able to accomplish. Now we also got to take in the next couple games, because this is always, there's a letdown that naturally happens after